He's going to use combat commands. Alpen, don't go down yet. Don't go down yet. How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tasastical. Yes, we're back with Rimworld. We've got a lot of things to talk about, so we're going to go to speed 1. The first thing we're going to talk about, if you haven't realised, is we have no food. Alpen is going to harvest the cornfield early so we can get some food. More importantly, if we look over at our animals, we can see some of them are starting to starve. So what we've done is we've made a stockpile here, which I've put as critical, and then lowered our main freezer. The idea here is then they'll get raw food, because that's the one I've clicked, chuck it in this stockpile so then all our llamas won't die, we'll have a good time. We'll get to this fun stuff over here in a minute, we've got to do the boring stuff first. We woke Sanford up. Sanford is basically living the dream, so while he's living on the dream, he's going to basically disturb everyone's sleep and actually start cleaning. So everyone likes the colony just that little bit more because we're getting so many negative modifiers. We're going to end up just having breakdowns and we're just going to have a bad time. We've queued up a cooler down here because even eventually, because this is going to be the throne room, this is going to be a bedroom, so eventually we are going to need it. The only other thing that I did forget is to repair that power cable and to bring one down to the cooler, because Good is having such a bad time with our colony. Like, the fact he got forced to actually join us just makes it even worse that he's just, living his worst life. The fields! I don't think we have enough food, so what I've done is I've extended them on. The cotton field is now a potato field. We could actually just do corn, which I think I'm actually going to switch it to now, just because corn's the best. Unless you want variety, I just think having corn and rice are the best things. Rice is the quickest, corn's the most. Eventually, what I would actually like to do is just turn this all into a cornfield. But I think especially since we're sort of struggling for food, getting the rice out and being able to pop that out, I couldn't think of an analogy. Let's go on. So Wendy's up cooking food. Lovely, lovely. At least everyone won't starve, because the only problem we made with the prisoners is obviously where we stripped them naked, they're getting some mood losses. Now with prisoners, the better their mood, the more likely you are to recruit them and stuff. And obviously we've got 3 people there that we potentially want to recruit, or we do want to recruit for our colony, more gunpowder, because while we can't have turrets in the colony, as the more experienced people will know, is actually characters with good shooting and that can shoot fast are better than turrets all the time. I totally knew that and didn't, was on the Reddit and stuff like that. Battery wise, I've removed building these 2. We'll just get 1 more. We're not really going over these 2 too much, and or not even that, to be fair, these are getting us through the night, so that's fine. Now to the fun thing. Now, it's not the be all and end all, but it's what we're going to begin with. So, as you've seen our attacks so far, we've dealt with them relatively okay. Sure, okay. So what we're going to do, this is going to be the first version of our kill box. Now, obviously, we're not allowed turrets, so we can't just keep fighting them in the field, because eventually we're going to have machines coming after us. So we want to have the best chance of succeeding as possible. So this is what I've come up with. The reason why I say it's version 1, because we are going to have to make it bigger down the line, but as early on we need something that we can just get up pretty quick. So here's the idea. We're going to mine through here. I don't particularly know why, but I didn't know where else to put this, so I thought this sorts out my OCD quite nicely, so I'll allow it. We're going to have a little tunnel here, 2 doors. The reason why we've got 2 doors is because then if there's any man-eater animals or whatnot, we can just shut these doors, hide in the base. The plan's still good. The idea here is having the sandbags down here to slow down the enemy and then to bring them out here. I did think about originally building walls down here, but I'm not sure how I feel about that. Maybe, let me know how you guys feel. But I think this is going to be a good start. Obviously, we're going to need to expand it down the line because we're going to have more people. The idea is barricades here. We all stand behind it. My only concern is when we get to the point where, they can blast us. That's my only problem. Area of effect attack us. Us all standing quite close to each other. Not really behind anything. Could be deadly, but we are going to have to be extremely clever with how we defend anyway. Ideally, down the line, these will have bombs in here, traps in here, all that sort of goodness to slow them down as much as possible. Oh no, Macy's not having a good time. Sanford is sort of going as quick as Sanford can. Obviously, I queued up quite a few things for Sanford to do, so that's fine. I would allow that shotgun so it actually comes in. Bedroom-wise, don't really know what to do with the bedrooms, in all honesty. I did think about putting them in the walls here, but it's going to be such a mood loss to do that much mining in the mountains. I don't actually feel it's worth it, because although it's only like a -3 or a -5, I think it's -3 off the top of my head, like it stacks and stacks and stacks and it gets crazy. What I have started to do here is remove the floor. As you can see, I've been a busy bee. We had a hard episode last one, so this is sort of base building, base plan, and sort of future, slightly different, future plan the base. So eventually we're going to have all our cornfields here. So we're going to have like an inner wall and then loads of farming around here. Because my only problem with obviously our plan to put our farming over here, it's quite far away. Something to think about. So the idea is then we can have rows of farming down here, down here, down here, down here, and then like an outer wall to sort of protect them. Obviously, we'll probably get some barricades sort of in this bit eventually, but that's not a priority as of yet, because obviously sappers are always going to be extremely deadly. Now, we know we've got an ancient danger in here. Chances are, pretty sure they're nearly 100%, there's going to be mechanoids in there. So this is going to be a sort of our canary down the mine at last. You know, if we get attacked really big, so basically by like several groups or something, we might, saying that we might do it if we get attacked like really big before we get that kill box, which chances are is going to happen. I have chose to build it out of limestone, so what I am going to do is come to the stonecutters table. Yeah, and just make sure limestone blocks are up the top, which they are. Obviously, if we can get some recruits in this time, that would be great. Having a quick look, everyone's resistance is still pretty high. Now, obviously, you have more chance of being able to get that down if they're in a good mood. If we have a look, a lot of people are... You food poisoned. No, a lot of people are starving, though, which is a problem. That being said, meals are starting to be made. We might have to... Okay, there's a lot of rice that's actually ready to harvest, so I am just going to get Alpin down here. As we know, Alpin is the king of the series. He's the MVP. He makes stuff happen. So, you know, no, don't botch the harvesting. Come on, Alpin. I had a whole episode where I talked rubbish to you last time. I'm trying to build you up. I'm trying to build your self-esteem. I'm trying to be a better motivator. And you go and let me... Look, even Flint the cat comes down here and he's disappointed in you. What have you done with yourself? So, that's the sort of plan. I've been obviously extremely nervous. Why is no food coming over here? Like, food should be coming over here. Haul the corn over to the llamas. Llamas gotta eat, am I right? God. Hauling rice. Obviously, this is just a... This isn't a full-time like method that we're going to use. It's just so obviously the llamas aren't going to die and stuff like that, because now we're getting rid of our cotton field for the corn. This is going to be our source of clothing, which obviously is, we know it's not going to be enough currently, but that's okay. Like down the line, got a couple of dryads here. They're still immature. I think we still have to link with here, but if we go down to speed 3 and we click the tree link ceremony, expected quality is still only meant to be like 40%. So I'm not sure if that's good. Oh, I see. So the reason why it's 40% is because we basically need 10 people. So we could really just wait until we get a couple more recruits and at least get the quality to, let's say, about 60%. And then we can really see what obviously the expansion, the patch does with these immature dryads. That word is just going to keep tripping me up. They look weird. They look like Pokemon or something. Like Pikachu had an accident. Okay, so that's the plan. I'm extremely nervous to come off speed 1 because there's a lot of break risks. As good as sort of... Ooh, good is just having a bad time. Alpin's going to feed them. Good is going to have a breakdown. I was just wondering to get that bolt rifle off him before he has a breakdown, but that would probably make him even more upset to wake him up in the middle of the night. Okay, that is what it is. And then, yeah, then we're going to expand our animal. And let's get it on speed 3. And then we're going to expand our animals just to go up a little bit more. If this business kicks off, as it's been doing, it's going okay. So it'd be really good if we can start selling them as well. Because obviously this is just a short-term thing until we can get our chickens and cows, which will then boost everyone's moods, because that's like our holy animal, sort of, not. Okay, food is still a massive problem. What we can do is actually start looking for berry bushes, as that's got us out of trouble quite a few times. I think in all realisticness, we just didn't have enough food up. Or food growing, I should say, when we should have done, but I'm always a pest for that, you guys. You guys are more than aware of that by now. Alpacas. See, look, the alpacas are loving life. Okay, psychic smooth on a male, which is actually really good. Sort of. Now, psychic smooth gives us 16, which is pretty much going to make it so Good doesn't have a breakdown. We're going to take Good off drugs because he just seemed... I think he's having a couple of bad trips on them. He's not enjoying himself, so we'll take him off that. Our smoke leaf is just too much for him. Other than that, we do need to start actually trying to convert Good. Like, social-wise. He's still got like 50% belief, but, as we've said, this colony isn't one for accepting other people's beliefs. It's our beliefs and our beliefs alone. Got a hungry animal pen, but we should be okay. I say that with absolutely no confidence. The rice field. How long until the corn? It's about 65. Okay. Just making sure this grow zone is set. Good tried to convert Wendy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, the problem is if we try and convert Good, he's going to get more negative mood modifiers. So what can we do to make him happy? Not much. We could get this cooler in. So let's get Alpen down, because Alpen is living the dream. He's living his best life. Let's get him to get the cooler in, so at least then... We need steel. Could mine it, but I'd really prefer not to. We're going to have to, aren't we? Yeah, let's just bite the bullet. Okay, let's just do a couple of bits here. Who is our miner? Sanford, you're in the mood of your life. The good thing about mining is because Good isn't part of our religion, he's not actually going to get a negative mood modifier from this. The people that are going to get the negative mood modifier are my colonists that are living the dream. No, they're literally living a dream because they're just high as a kite. Right, work on cooler. How much steel do we need for this cooler anyway? 90, it's not crazy. Yeah, we get that. At least then when he's not going to get the sweaty modifier in the middle of the night. That's one less thing we have to worry about, which would be absolutely beautiful. That's the thing. We just need to be a little bit careful, because obviously we could lose people through mental breakdowns just through being lazy. When we come out of big attacks, we just need to make sure like everything is going, ticking along quite nicely, let's say. Get the cooler, let's get it to a nice temperature. And then if we can do... Alpen is in such a great mood. We're just going to work him like a horse. He's the MVP. He's going to earn his keep. Don't you worry, guys. We'll build a statue of Alpen. That's how good he is. Where are you going now? Holding 20 steel. Well, where was that 20 steel a minute ago and you didn't have any Alpen? You just can't get the staff these days, people. It's just disappointing more than anything, do you know what I mean? What do I pay these guys for? Wait, I hope I don't pay them. I don't really have the money. Other than that, Wendy's not having a good time need-wise, hungry. Like, trees harmed. Like, I don't really understand where we're getting that from. Like, I haven't... No tree. Haven't seen trees in a while. Is it just because this area doesn't have trees? Like, have we just got to grow them? It's just cool. I'm all down for growing them. Just didn't think... I think we must have to grow them. Okay, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Right, the corn is coming along, just not as quick as I would like. How are the alpacas doing for health? If we're going to needs. Okay, food is getting low. And obviously we've still got our Labrador that I really should get like bonding with someone. Which if I can remember how to do it. Yeah, train it with all the things. Then we'll put the animal in someone's room eventually. Alpin, you really do need to sleep. Oh no, you're nearly done. Oh, I'm sorry, Alpin. I'm sorry, Alpin. But I need all these power conduits up. No, Alpin's just having a smoke and then getting back to work. Obviously no food again, not great. Tube television is up. Okay, let's go to research, but I do want to pause it while we have a little ponder about what we're going to do. Okay, psychic brewing, we can make psychedelic tea. Biorefuel, like... What could really help us at the moment? Like, nothing crazy. Like, do we just keep going down the drug production? I don't feel like... Because we can't grow any other things, like... I suppose, yeah, psychedelic plant we can. Going back into research. What does machine... I think let's get machining up. So I suppose the next step is going to be just getting better weapons. There we go. So the cooler is now up. That's probably... Yeah, minus 20. I don't really know what I was thinking. Might be a little bit too cold. Just a little bit. So at 20. So then hopefully that sorts out Good's mood so he doesn't get sweaty. Like... Looks okay. Looks okay. Awful bedroom. Really? What's wrong with it? Let's go to the... He's got a little bit of dirt there, you drama queen. I know you're going to get disturbed sleep, but let's clean that up. Don't sit at his table. He's going to sleep. That's just weird. Spacious and comfortable. Awful bedroom has now gone. Lovely. 8 raw food and he is sick. He used drugs, but now we've swapped it. How long is he going to last that for? A couple of days. So he's hungry. So basically the next thing we need to do is sort out food, which some rice actually looks like a lot of the rice is ready to harvest. Which obviously isn't going to save us. Okay, SJ has died because he's starved to death. That is pretty great. I mean, can we, like, feed our prisoners? We have rice here. No, I don't want you to chat. I want you to, like, feed them. Like, I know that's, like, health-wise, how much... Okay, SJ's dead. We didn't want SJ, did we? Nah, I didn't want SJ. It's fine. It's fine. It was planned. Absolutely planned. Alpin, come and capture. Okay, what we're probably going to have to do, sadly, is probably harvest some of this. It's not the end of the world because we don't actually have the infrastructure to take in 3 people. So we strategically, like, just starved one to death on purpose. That's what happened. Okay, and if you say anything else, I will deny it. So let's get Macy to start harvesting this. And then what we'll do is we'll wake Wendy up. Because Wendy's in such a good mood to be woken up. Yeah, yeah. What could go wrong? So we're getting a little bit of food. So come over here, let's start cooking food. Did we... Okay, yeah, we've got on the times 4, so at least then we're doing the most. Right, there we go. So we got meals back on here. So then what we want to do is Alpin wake up. Okay, apparently SJ has already been eaten, or the head's been eaten by one of the prisoners. I mean, like, can we feed them? Who is the warden? Alpin. Wendy. Like, how do we feed them? Is the game like... Oh god. Medical emergency. Am I missing something? Why can we not? Why can I not right click and feed them? Oh god, what have I done? If I draft undraft. I don't know. Are all these prisoners just going to die because I can't work out how to feed them? Good to have a tantrum, but to be fair, he's been due a tantrum for some time. Like, they're still a prisoner, aren't they? Prioritise chatting. Just want to see what that does. Okay. Okay, delivering food. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, we've got a raid. They're going to attack immediately. Oh, really? Okay, we're in trouble. Oh, I hate to pull this trick out of the bag. Yeah, I'm concerned about opening this ancient danger, but I don't think we have a choice. I think we have to, don't we? I don't see another option. I think they do us over. Look how many there are. There's 9 of them. So Sanford could just quickly run here. Cannot go here, no path. What do you mean, no path? I don't know if Sanford could actually get there in time. Well, they're encroaching quickly, aren't they? Okay. Macy, get the shotgun. Wendy, machine gun pistol. Alpin, down here. Yeah, we're going to have to... No. Let's not open the ancient danger. I think we can do this, because what we'll do is we'll put Alpin here to fill in that gap. And because he's got that shield belt... Okay, Macy's got the shotgun. Wendy's got the machine gun pistol. Good, another breakdown just to let us down again. Okay, and then Alpin can just fill that gap. So he'll block people coming in. There we go. He's going to use combat commands. Alpin, don't go down yet. Don't go down yet. Because then he won't get shot. There we go. Okay. Now we just need to do this careful. As long as we're careful, we should get through this fine. So the crew is going to have to come out here. And we want Alpin to have all the heat on him. What is Wendy's range? Okay, so them two come here. Macy, you can probably... No, Macy, come this way. Okay, they can start shooting there. Okay, Alpin is going to get hit, but this is the only plan we've realistically got. We're going to take down that. Okay, Sanford's got hit. That's fine. Alpin's still got his thing. I'm just going to move him over. Just that combat command is on everyone. We might as well hit burden on one of the shooters, just in case it helps slow them down. Oh, okay. Then we can potentially capture someone, because Salmon is just on the floor. That's just funny. Chemical fascination would actually be really, really good for us. Tortured artist, what does that do? Permanent mood effect, -8. I don't think we need help, like making people break down in their colony. I think I can make them break down all on their own. Let's allow these knives. And then we've got Toxabakava. Underground are super immune. I mean, I'm cool. Okay, Alpin, health-wise, how are you? You are going to die. But he's not dead, so it's all good. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.